VCT have had some phenomenal teams throughout the years. What have you guys worked on particularly this year for your campaign? What's your theme and what does it mean to you guys?
Look, I came into it at an interesting time. I think from maybe when you and I were involved there previously, the system has matured. So it's now, there's a good system, there's people in place, there's a recruitment system, there's a way of doing things. I think we were quite ad hoc in the past, albeit really successfully. I think there's a good system in place. I felt that this group needed to get a bit of their joy back. I'd obviously had a lot of conversations with players and with coaches. They needed to get their joy back and their love for the game and their love of each other. I also felt that they needed to get that competitiveness in. So I'm by nature quite a competitive guy, and a lot of the guys on the staff and the playing group are that too. And I felt maybe there was a little bit of too much attention on this process and that process and doing this right and that democracy and this whereas actually guys, let's just simplify this game, let's have a great time being here, and let's compete. And I think those were that, and then getting the management staff really tight, working together and excited about being there. I would say those were the three things I wanted to get, everyone together and having fun, management staff together and getting better, and a competitive environment. And I think we made a lot of mistakes in this campaign, Shim. But I think we got those things right. We certainly got momentum in those three things that I think can go nicely, can take us forward nicely.
So if you have to wrap up, you've spoken so far about the mistakes you've made. What are the key learnings you take out from this Varsity Cup so far? I mean, you ran Stellenbosch pretty close, probably some controversial decisions at the end there, which we will discuss. But what key learnings would you take out so far in this short campaign?
I actually think in a funny way, Shim, we emphasized those things that we wanted to. I still think we can emphasize team more. So I think we got guys loving each other and excited about playing there, but I think still individually, I think for you and me to be a team and to get the best out of each other, what does that really look like? Can we get the depth of trust? Can we get the depth of understanding? If you're the 9 and I'm the 10, is our level of understanding to make the right decisions on the field where it needs to be to win the competition? I don't think we've got there. I think we made mistakes in terms of decision making, in terms of our combinations, not because we didn't like each other or because we weren't happy or motivated to be there, but we hadn't got that cohesive team together. So I think that is one thing that I want to put a lot of emphasis on. And then the second thing, which is probably related, is what I call the chess of rugby. So I think we had a lot of intensity. Shim, we came down and all the players said, geez, that's the most intense preseason I've ever had. But maybe at risk of what John Wooden says, lots of activity, but activity doesn't always mean achievement. So trying hard and we're working, but is it razor sharp directed to the right things so that we can win the chess, the strategy of the match? So I reckon if we can get those two things better, we stand a better chance to be more successful going forward.